Hello there. Hello. It's nice to have you here. I'm so grateful that you are taking time to tune in. I'm Michelle Morrison. I'm a medium and an intuitive, and I am uh, coming on to do these weekly energetic updates and to do readings for you. And I'm really, really happy to have you here. This week, I am going to do things just a little bit differently because it has been a really big energy week. Not sure if you have experienced the same thing, or maybe you experienced it differently, but I do know that we are a collective and that we will often experience the same kinds of things happening at the same time. And so I thought that I would speak to it because it was a fairly big deal. And so for me personally, I have been walking through, like, let's just say the last 4 to 5 months, the end of 2024 and into the beginning of 2025 in a pretty good place, like feeling like everyone around me was like, oh my God, you know, um, all kinds of things are going to happen. It's going to be so chaotic and it's just going to be a nightmare. And I just wasn't in that place. I just wasn't feeling that. I just wasn't talking about it. That wasn't really necessarily my experience. And certainly wasn't the messages that I was getting from spirit. And so I was kind of in a zen little place and just kind of cruising through and actually quite excited, knowing that change was coming, but that it was going to be fantastic in the end and that it was going to be really good. And then last week hit. And that was a doozy of an energetic week for many of us. And for me, what happened is I really felt like I was washed over by feelings that I thought had been dealt with and put to rest some time ago. Things that I thought that I'd let go of and that weren't really bothering me. And I kind of moved past them. And these feelings and thoughts just kept coming. And I just really felt bombarded a little bit by this kind of energy. And so I ended up walking out of my office, shutting my computer, getting into my things that I do when I'm really in need of some nurturing energy. And kind of like waves, I just let this wash over me. I don't know where this came from or why I had it, but completely had like the feeling that couldn't run away from it. I couldn't, not acknowledge it. It had to be acknowledged. It had to be looked at. It had to be, just given the time and attention that it was asking for. It was just asking to be seen and heard. And so I did. And within a couple of days, that kind of, it completely shifted and passed and felt a whole lot better again. And so when I channeled, once I was through that energetic punch, I was channeling and tuning in. And the message was, you weren't meant to run from that. You were absolutely meant to sit in that and acknowledge that, because as we are really now moving into this new earth, that stuff can't come with you. And so it was really important for you that you took the time to let that go. So I just want to say to you that if you have had some stuff come up and if you have had some things that you're like, where the heck did this come from? I thought that I was done. I really thought I'd worked on this. I thought I'd let this go. And if you had that come up, that would be the reason. And so I guess it's like an onion and there were always layers in there. And so it was just peeling back a layer. And what is exciting about it that I didn't know at the time that it was happening to me is that it is because now we are welcoming that new earth energy. And I'm going to speak to exactly what I mean by that. But between now and April of 2024, I mean, the awakening is going to continue past that. But what we're going to see right now in this period of time is a really, really big mass awakening on a scale that I think is unprecedented so far. Where do you sit in this? Are you just on the beginning of this? Are you well into it? Are you completely activated and awakened? Tell me what's going on for you. I'm curious what your experience is, because we are all walking this journey together. And so I think that we're going to see a lot of people kind of like almost like waking up out of a sleep. And I'm going to speak to that as well. Um, I also feel that right now, like again, in the same energy between now and uh, April, it's so exciting. Like actually the energy of 2025 in general is there's a fire to it. Like there's an exciting aspect to it. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming into their own and really stepping into their power. So the way that I see this is all of the incredible life experience and wisdom that you have so far that you have gained that has been on your experience that you have gathered over the course of all of the things that you've had, challenges, learning, all of it, that you are now ready more than you ever have been to step into the circle of your own power and to really show up and light up in ways that you maybe haven't done before. And this is what is so exciting. And I see so many people coming into a place of sharing their light in whatever way for them that is right, and absolutely having a fantastic and positive impact on the world in ways that they will never know or see, but it is just because it is the way that this kind of energy works. And so I would say to you that, and I always say this, that your impact is far greater than you know, that the light that you share is so magnificent and matters so, so much. And so even in moments where you don't think it does, oh my gosh, it just matters. And so trust that, know that to be your truth. So right now, the most important thing is that you raise and keep your vibration at a higher frequency. So, so important. Not to get drawn into the drama, not to get drawn into the fear, but to absolutely walk through the world holding your vibration in a higher place and then doing the things that help you to keep it there. So right now, a new earth is being born. And it's not some other mystical place. It's right here. But people are going in two different directions. Those who are moving into a higher dimensional frequency, which is the fifth dimension, and those who are not quite ready and are staying in that lower vibrational frequency. Your job is you to be on your path and to do your thing and to keep that energy high. If you are here and you are watching this, you are likely a very highly sensitive being, and perhaps you're even empathic like I am. And you feel and sense a lot and see maybe the world a little bit differently than others around you. Maybe all of your life, even you felt a little bit different, somehow maybe even just a little bit out of place or not entirely sure where you belong. And I want to say to you that your quirkiness, your authenticity is exactly what the world needs. It's exactly what you are meant to be. And there is no mistaking the beautiful characteristics and qualities that you have. And so step into your light and absolutely be who you are. It is absolutely beautiful and so incredibly important and so needed. And in your authenticity is your soul. It is the most beautiful parts of who you really are. So never hide those parts away. Absolutely be true to yourself in all ways that you can. And that is staying in a higher vibrational frequency. So I would say to you, what if your quirkiness is exactly what you were meant to be? What if it's exactly what you were meant to bring forward? And it shines on the earth a beautiful aspect that is needed in this beautiful tapestry of all different kinds of beings. That's really, really magical. And so, yeah, right. This is one of the things, like when we're not in our authenticity and we're not in that sparkle and that light and that quirkiness. Have you ever had this experience where you walk through the world and it feels like people around you are sleepwalking a little bit? Like, have you ever seen how they can just be moving through their experience and they seem just a little bit maybe tuned out? It's like one foot in front of the other, get this, do that, but no real connection to it. And it makes my heart sad when I see this, when I witness it. If I'm in the grocery store, for example, or something like that, and you can just see like no sparkle behind the eyes. And well, I'll just say when I see that, I absolutely walk through the world with a really sunshiny, sparkly energy, just sending it out. And with the energy of, I see you and I know you're in there and you're a beautiful being, and just sending that energy out. But I think that what is happening right now is meant to awaken us from this, for those that are in need of that, and to awaken us from that sleepwalky energy and to absolutely come into our life with our beautiful life force energy and our authenticity and that spark. I think that is just such a beautiful way that we can think about what is happening right now. It is meant to awaken us from that. I think this system that we live in has been designed to have us sleepwalk and not remember the truth and the power of who we are. And so the more and more of us that are awakened and awakening, we are going to remember this and we're going to come back to that truth and live it and not buy into that matrix, and live outside in our own parameters of love and connection, empowerment and light, all of those beautiful things. And this is the new earth. So for those of you staying and raising and staying in a higher vibrational frequency, you will just experience more and more of this. And other people may have a different experience altogether, but there'll always be opportunity for them to come at any time that they want to this party. And so I'm really happy to have you here. And I want to acknowledge that this is where all the fun is, where you are in the higher vibrational frequency. So let's stay there. This disruptive energy is meant to disrupt those old patterns. So if you went through a big energetic shift, as I was speaking about before, maybe it disrupted a pattern for you. Maybe it brought to light something that you needed to pay attention to or let go of or acknowledge, or maybe something that you needed to think differently about. Whatever the case is, that this was meant to be. And so even if you're still going through it right now, that's okay. Let it awaken you in the ways that you need it to awaken you. One of the messages that I'll often get from spirit, and especially from loved ones on the other side, is that we take life way too seriously, that we just take it way too seriously, that we just like kind of dwell on the things that aren't the most important and not put our energy on the things that are far more important. And so their reminder is to each and every one of us to just have way more fun in general. That when you're doing the things that are fun, that is what you came to experience here on this beautiful earth. We have this gorgeous, gorgeous planet full of all kinds of opportunities and adventures and places to explore and things to do. And that's what we are meant to be doing here. And when we place important on the material or on things that we've been told should be important to us, we're forgetting our true nature. And so all of that, all of the things that are happening are reminding us now of our true nature. And that is a beautiful thing because your true nature, your soul, your life force energy is powerful, amazing, and so needed right now. Thought that what I do this week is a reading for all of you because I think we just kind of need this right now, this energy. So I thought that what I do is a card reading for you. And what I'm going to do is have you choose so that you, like, all the cards can be your reading if you like, or if you feel drawn to a number. I'm going to pull 3 cards. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. The deck that I'm using today that is Kyle Gray's Angel Activations. And I thought this would be a fantastic one because it is a very activating deck. And so I love Kyle Gray's work. I love his cards so, so, so much. So that's what I'm going to use. So in your head right now, I want you to think about, I'm going to choose number 1, 2, or 3, whatever kind of sits with you. And let's do a couple of cards here and just see what comes forward. I think this will be, personalized to you. And I think it will also be speaking to the energy of what is right now, so that we kind of have a little bit of confirmation for ourselves of what's going on. Okay, so we got the first one. I'm just going to pull them all out and then we'll go through and give you the messages for what each of them are. Okay, this is positively beautiful. So the first card that I pull is called Healing Rays, and this one is healing is not linear. Healing happens today, not tomorrow. The angels of healing are surrounding you at this time, and in order to support their mission of guiding you to a state of wholeness, move out of resentment and regret and into a state of trust, trusting higher powers that are surrounding you and working for you, with you, and through you. That is beautiful. I actually really love this message for the earth in general, and I really think this is exactly what is happening right now. Really feel angelic presence on the earth. Like, I literally feel like they're not just hovering above watching us, like they landed, that they're like literally walking amongst us right now and bringing us their healing rays and light. I want you to trust that and tap into that a little bit, that they're here for our healing right now and really, really helping and supporting us in all the ways that we need. So I hope that you're receiving this healing energy and message right now, and that it's supporting you in the ways that you need. The second card that came forward is Sandalphon, and the card is The Time Is Now. I love Archangel Sandalphon and the energy that he brings. He's a really lovely energy to work with. He says this message is, this is a time of acceleration. Just go for it. Don't hold back. Proceed. All of your hard work, focus, and prayers and intentions have led you to this pivotal moment. Exactly what I said in this message earlier on, that I feel like this is really exciting energy, that there's a lot of get up and go energy. So any hesitation that you may be experiencing is just on a sign that you're on the verge of something wonderful, and it is the time for you to surmount your fears once and for all. Stand in your powers. The angels have your back. Oh, love, love, love this message. It's exactly how I feel right now on the planet. So if you needed a little bit of confirmation that the angels have your back, boom, there it is. The third card that I pulled is Ariel, embracing your sacred calling. How gorgeous is this? Because again, this is that higher vibrational energy, you stepping into your incredible life force energy, your authenticity. This is what is so important. So it says that God is recruiting you. Like, all that you've faced and healed in your life is a part of your mission and directly aligned with how you can live a life of purpose. So lean into your personal story and your own testimony of healing to share the deeper parts of your being. And this will allow you to realize your gifts. That is an incredible reading. I really hope that within this, that you've gotten a message that is going to be helpful for you on your journey this week and onwards as we go bravely into this beautiful new world that we are creating. Never forget your light, your energy, and your power. And if somebody has ever told you different in your life, like you're not a great singer or, you know, this isn't your forte or you're never going to be this or that, that was their story. It wasn't yours. You create your own story. And so your job right now is to separate yourself from that narrative, to heal those parts of yourself that didn't feel good enough or loved enough or appreciated enough, and to come into the place of your own power and come into the place of your own light, because it's just so beautiful. And together we're going to navigate this, and we're not going to be strung along by the system. We are going to absolutely step into places of power and connection and joy and love. I am launching in February of 2025 an online community, Activated and Awakened. And I would love for you to come and join me on this community online platform where we can connect, learn and grow and expand. And all of the information about it is on my website. Links are below that you can check out. And I will be back next week with readings for those of you who are so lovely and sending them in. I so appreciate it. If you want me to do a mini reading for you on YouTube, connect with me on social media. Again, the links are below. Send me a 1 minute or less video. I read energy and see auras. And so that is how I connect to energy and bring a reading forward. And so if you do that, I will get to your reading and share it with you back here on this channel on YouTube. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. I know we're just little, but we are absolutely working on growing. And I am so, so grateful to have you here, and just so grateful that you've taken time to tune in today and to tap into your own light and your own power. And I am wishing you an absolutely amazing week ahead, and so much love and light coming your way. Until next time, love and light to you and love and light from you. Take care, my friends. We'll see you soon.